Might help if I added to the stage. But what's going on, fam? It's your main man, BTM here, bringing you back to the BTM Crypto News Network. Let's go. So this is about a Zebec partnering with Stripe Privy. The breakout's coming, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, kings, queens, and in-betweens. At some point, Zebec will have acquired most of the crypto network, right? And as they keep going, they keep moving, these guys are slowly integrating with most of the crypto exchanges, which is weird because they can't be stopped, right? At some point, they can't be stopped. At some point, they're going to take over. I mean, they're only basically maybe a few networks from taking over as it is. But you just got to be patient, guys, and continue to diamond hand because Zebec is on the move. Let's start the screen share and see what we can see. Let me see this guy, and bam. The spotlight is on. Let's start with our sponsor, Caleb and Young. Shout out to Caleb and Brown. Why did I say Caleb and Young? Shout out to Caleb and Brown and our partner that helps sponsors the channel. I feel proud because I saw them mentioned in several videos today from XRP. Like, dang, I guess things are on the up and up. But again, Caleb and Brown is a crypto brokerage that helps you self-custody your crypto. Also, they give you 24/7 support with an expert team. So someone is always there to help you and to answer your questions and kind of guide you through your crypto journey. I know I wish I would start with these guys because I lost a lot of money with exchanges and bad actors and bad exchanges and not self-custodying the crypto, and the exchange went down. They freaking disappeared on me and they took my crypto. So make sure you're working with a legitimate exchange, buy off the exchange and move it to your self-custody wallet or move it to your possession because you can't trust the exchanges. They will take your crypto. I'm gonna tell you firsthand. Freaking Trade Ogre is still in a fight with I don't know who. Some Canadian company has acquired Trade Ogre for some kind of money laundering scheme. I don't know what's going on. I know they got my crypto. FTT or FTX went out of business and they took a lot of people's crypto. Solo Flare, I don't know what they're doing, but they're still in crypto. Point blank, period. Well, allegedly, supposedly. Allegedly, they didn't do it. Somebody else compromised the wallet and took it. But be careful. Exchanges will take crypto. For real. Right. You heard it first here from your main man, BTM. You can't trust the freaking exchanges. But Caleb and Brown does also custody your crypto. So if you have problems, you can click the link in the description. I think I get like 5% or something minimal. But you definitely can start with these guys to help you on your crypto journey. Moving forward, these are a couple of shorts. But let's hit the comments real quick. What up, heavy hitter? What up, BTM? Good, my brother. Zebec is the squad. Believe it. For all the Zebecians, the Zebecian millionaires, the Zebec army. What is it? The Zebec gang, the Zebec warriors, the pirates, the sailors, the SBECs, anybody involved with the payroll processor, let's get it. What is it? Stripe plus privacy plus a ZBCN. This is huge, folks. Let's freaking go. Yes, heavy hitter. I don't think people know how big it is. If people even understand. Hello, holla. Deutschland. Hello. Hello from Deutschland. What up, my brother? What's going on, fam? Welcome to the live. Zebec, yes, go. Throw them Z's up. Okay. Throw up the Z's. Let's go. What up, Jeff Rowe? How you feel, brother? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live stream. This is a quick short. Let's see what this guy's talking about.
Subscribe because this is the biggest Solana payment update you've heard all year. Zebec just integrated Ghostware OS, and people have no idea how big this is. This isn't hype. This solves the one problem stopping institutions from moving billions on-chain. For the first time ever on Solana, real-time payment streaming now has enterprise-grade privacy, encrypted relays, zero-knowledge proofs, stealth addresses, and metadata protection. And it all settles directly on Solana. This unlocks institutional payroll, settlements, and stablecoin flows, aka serious volume. If you're bullish on ZBCN, this is your moment. Subscribe now if you want more Solana and Zebec Alpha, because this is only the beginning. Hit subscribe because this is...
I told you guys, Zebec is going to start shaking trees, man. Going to start ringing bells in the streets. People are going to be hearing Zebec and actually know what it is and be very interested in it, keeping it moving. This guy's actually talking about Stripe. The last guy was talking about Ghostware, which was one of the announcements from last week, but I thought it was from this week, but I'm not sure. But this guy is definitely talking about Stripe. So let's see what he has to say, and then we'll go over to some numbers.
Network has partnered with Stripe and Privy.io. Stripe is a major technology company providing a suite of online payment processing and financial infrastructure tools. Though if you haven't heard of Stripe, where have you been? So why does this matter, the Zebec and Stripe partnership? Well, Stripe actually acquired Privy.io for $1.1 billion just a few months ago. They did this so they could embed its crypto wallets into their platform, signaling Stripe's push into the Web3 environment for money movement globally. Zebec Network announced this originally on its X account earlier this morning. The whole purpose of this was to bring the embedded wallets, the external wallet connections, and the native multi-chain support to Zebec. Zebec Network stated that they will expand within the Stripe network for stablecoin payments and cross-border payouts, bridging on-chain and traditional rails further in their phase 2. This is crazy. The Zebec Network partnerships just keep dropping more and more every day. What do you think is going to happen? Is this going to be next gen, or are they going to flop? Is someone just going to copy it, make a no name cheaper, better? I don't know. What do you think? Like, comment, subscribe. Zebec.
So shout out to this guy. CNN, I guess. Crypto News EN. Everybody's got crypto news, I guess. I guess once the crypto news network popped up, everybody's in the crypto news all of a sudden. But welcome. Thank you. Join, fam. Bring it all. Bring everyone. We can all be a crypto massive news network. So holla at your boy, Crypto News EN. That's got a nice little, I like that logo. Subscribe. Let's see what you're talking about, fam. But as always, I'm here to help, right? I don't care. I don't want to shun anyone. I want everyone to come over because at some point, crypto will be widely adopted. You guys are early, right? We're early to the party, right? We're still in the, what was it? Black Planet phase, right? Facebook hadn't even came up yet, right? We're still in the early internet phase. And at some point, when the Facebooks and the Instagrams pop up, we will have been here for a while and we'll migrate right over there and keep it pushing. Let's start with the holders. Currently, we have 89,318 actually holder addresses. These are not actual holders. These are just wallet addresses. For 4 hours, we added 16. 12 hours, we added 31. The last day, we added 39. 3 days, we added 91. For the week, we added 307. Last 2 weeks, we've added 524. And for the 30 days, we added 1,704. So we are back in the swing of things, adding 1,000 a month. So at that rate, we should see 90,000, maybe 100,000 by the beginning of 2026, maybe the end of 2025. It just depends on how fast the adoption comes. So keeping it moving. This is SoloScan. SoloScan saying we have 89,326. We'll refresh this real quick. Double check. So yeah, 89,326 is a good number. Currently 0028 up 0.97% in the past 24 hours. You can see green is red, but we're now green again. Market cap 215 mil won. I remember when it was like 300, 400, 500 mil won. So we're down, but we're starting to come back up. It came down for us to pick it up. 24-hour trading volume is 6.9 mil won, up 12.2%. I'm just looking at something. Circulating supply is 95 billion. For some reason, this is still showing 76.6 billion. Coin market cap is the only one that shows this variance. I don't know what this is, but at some point, the truth will come to light and we will find out what the freak is going on. Is coin market cap glitching, or are they trying to tell us something nobody else knows? So definitely we're going to have to wait around to see what's going on with coin market cap and this mysterious number while we're waiting for the crypto bubbles to come up. Go through the bubbles real quick and then we'll get into some details about this Stripe merger with a ZBCN. Let me see. Oh yeah, tripping. Gonna put the chat, put the live on the Discord. Make sure the Discord guys join. So currently, oh man, I'm tripping. So currently, Dash is up 10 point. Dang it. Why does this never go straight to the videos? Got distracted. So currently, Luna's up 9.3, Peanuts up 8.7, FTT's up 1.1, Render's up 4%, 0.8 on the hour, 4% on the day, 4.4 on the week, down 28.8 on the month, 84.1 on the year. And currently it is around 1.66%, $1.66. I'm tripping. Probably not a bad buy if it's down 81.4%. This is not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. Dash is up 11% on the day, 0.6 on the hour, 2.3 on the week, down 38.8 on the month, 15% on the year, currently at $49.77. Pepe's up 7.4, Jupiter's up 3.4, Theta's up 5, Caspa's up 1.9. Unchanged on the hour and unchanged on the week. How are they doing that? Up 1% on the month, down 72% on the year. Caspa, get it together. What's going on? At currently 5 cents. Definitely been a roller coaster with those guys this year. CFX is up 3.4. Quant is up 1.3, 0.5 on the hour, down 11% on the week. 6.1 on the month. Okay. Down 44.9 on the year, currently at 88.79 cents. AVAX is up 2.1. Stronghold is currently down 2.9%. A lot of people are strong on Stronghold. I'm definitely picking it up, but I haven't quite figured out yet if it's a long-term keeper or something just to sell to buy more XRP. And a Zebec for the week it's down 6.9. For the month it is down 7.8. For the year it is down 29.9. Currently it is down 0.9 on the hour, down to 0.009. So we'll see how that works out. 1 second. Let me go ahead and throw this on the Discord since I did finally get it up. No Diddy. Let's see if we can paste it. Okay, got that out there finally, so we can. Oh man, I should have posted some. Anyway, so Stronghold H bar is up 2.9, Ordinary 7.7. Ondo, a lot of people are talking about Ondo, up 5.9, 5.8 on the day, 3.6 on the week, down 25.7 on the month, down 71.5 on the year at 48 cents. No change on the hour. Cardano's up 4.4%. Core's up 1.5. Arbitron, Arbium, Arbitron is up 5%. Safe is up 1%. Uniswap's up 3.4. Sui's up 2.2, 2.3. A lot of people are big on Sui. I don't know. Greetings, fam. What up? Al? What's up with you, Al Rand? What up, Jeff Rowe? Telecoin. Definitely Telecoin. Telecoin should be on here somewhere. I thought it was on here. I'm not tracking Telecoin? That's weird. I actually bought some. Why is Telecoin not on here? It's weird. Telecoin, I guess, is not on here. How did they get nixed? I think it was down or up big. And add Stellar while we're here. While we're here looking. What the? Add Stellar back. I don't know. Stellar. Okay. I'm tripping. Okay. So this is, there we go. Tau is up 6.5% on the day. Something I got in because it was low. It is at 295, up 6.6 on the day, 0.2 on the hour, 10.9 on the week, 19.5 on the month, 58.6 on the year. Let me see. Ethereum Classic up 3.2, Putty Penguins up 5.4, Snakes up 2.3. Dogwood Hat's up 6.2. Brett's up 2.6. Litecoin is up 3.8, 0.5 on the hour, 8.3 on the week, 19.3 on the month, 37.9 on the year. Currently at 84 cents. Need to fire that Litecoin miner back up. Zellcash is running today, up 20.6 on the day, 2.7 on the hour, 21% on the week, down 27.2 on the month, but still up 485% on the year. Wow, it's pretty impressive, actually. Keep an eye on that. And ironically, Zellcash is a privacy token as well. Privacies are making a swing, guys. Canon Network is a banking coin what a lot of the banks are using. And you can see it's up 22.8 on the day, 1.2 on the hour, 3.5 on the week, 46 point down, 46.8 on the month. at 7 cents. Keep an eye on that, guys. Injective is up 3.7. Bitcoin is up 0.7 on the day, back over the 90,000 threshold, up 4.4 on the week, still down 11% on the month, and 10.3 on the year. Can't wait for that bad boy to start running. Spills up 0.7. Aster is another one to keep an eye on, up 3.8 on the day, 0.9 on the hour at 95 cents, down 0.8 on the week, up 1 point or down 8.1 on the month. Monero is up 3.8 on the day, up 0.6 on the hour at 375.18. FET is up 1.9. Ethereum is up 2.6 on the day, 0.6 on the hour, up 11.8 on the week, down 7.6 on the month, down 21.8 on the year at 3,138. Let me see here. Ethereum XRP is up 1.6 on the day, 0.2 on the hour, 2.6 on the week, down 9% on the month, and 20.6 on the year. Still hanging around this $2 range. At some point, it's going to break this $2. It's going to explode. People are going to be shocked, and I'm just going to be smiling ear to freaking ear. Caspa is up 1.1. I think we talked about Caspa already. Dash is up. Pith is up 2.6 on the day, 1.8 on the month, down 31.9 on the down 31.9 on the month, 86.5 on the year, up 0.3 on the hour. Tau's up 5.4, Gala's up 3.4, Filecoin is up 3.3, Mog is up 1.9, XC N is up 0.5 on the hour, 0.8 on the day, 5.9 on the week, down 20% on the month, and still up 89% on the year. World Liberty Financial is up 2.5 on the day, 1.5 on the hour, down 1.6 on the week, and up 23.2 on the month at 15 cents out of 4.1 billion market cap. Seriously? XPR is down 5.4 on the day, unchanged on the hour, down 6.6 on the week, down 20% on the month, and still up 101% on the year. What is this? You're talking about Jeffro? What is this binomial? What are you talking about there, brother? Near's up 2.3. Just trying to see if we missed anything. I'll go over to the Zebec token, the payroll processor we all know and love. The future of crypto is up 1.8 on the hour, 1% on the hour, 1.8 on the day, 1% on the hour, down 0.2 on the week, down 6.8 on the month. That's really not down far. Up 110% on the year. Let's freaking go. So we'll close this out. Go over to X. Start running through it. This is nailed it. So this is creative control. I think he called that out in September. So if Stripe acquired Privacy.io and all Unity stablecoin is bring the EURA token to Privacy.io wallets, and Zebec is the preferred partner for delivering real-time payroll with EURA integration, does that kind of make us partner with Stripe too? interesting comment because it looks like it did come true. So shout out to Creative Control that called this back in September. Today we're proud to announce that Stripe is acquiring Privy. We couldn't be more excited. Privy One will continue as an independent product, but now we're moving faster, ship more, and serve even more better, so you can stay focused on your users. Privy plus Stripe. What is this? BitNormal offers first U.S. perpetuals, physical futures, and options. It's big for XRP. Um, let's freaking go. A Zebec fan. What up, hard drive? Appreciate the tokens, brother. Thanks for that, fam. Keeping it moving. This is the actual announcement. Where is it? This is one of the announcements. This is Captain Zach. Pirates. ZBCN just signed with Stripe, the same Stripe that Elon Musk and PayPal Mafia bet big on in 2011. Really? The Patrick brother built a monster. Elon Musk saw it first. Peter Thief, I don't know, wrote the check. Now the same rocket fuel is powering the Zebec global payments, lightning fast, zero friction, billions in volume already flowing. The kings of fintech just crowned us. This isn't an integration. This is a coordination. Shout out to Captain Zach there. This is Boozillo. CKJ Crypto News. Open my wallet. What do I see? The biggest partnership in cryptocurrency. Zebec and Stripe. This is a very big deal. Why? Do not miss this live stream today at 1 p.m. So shout out to Boozilla. I'll try to watch that live stream. But actually, it's the same time my live stream is. Was it? I think it was after. I could have picked. Might have to check that out tomorrow. Supposed to be doing a stream with him anyway, so I might check him out and see. So let me know what you guys think. This is a Zebec Mitch. Elon Musk, oh hi, LOL. Zebec Network replying to Elon Musk. Good morning, Elon. This is April 22. So let's see. So this is Crypto Queen with some of her analysis. Crypto Queen per chat GPT. What does this mean for the Zebec price movement? Here's an honest prediction, not wishful thinking. Base case, what seems most realistic, Q1 2026 007 to 1 cents. Q2 2026 1.5 cents to 2.5 cents. Q3 2026 enterprise rollout 3 cents to 5 cents. Q3 2026 if Stripe formalizes crypto streaming 5 cents to 10 cents. Bull case, Stripe integration becomes widely enabled. Q1 1 cent, Q2 3 cents, Q3 7 cents, Q4 12 to 20 cents. If you like it, I love it. Let's go. This gives us more time to accumulate. You can DCA in and continue to build those bags. Pack the bags, ladies and gentlemen. Things are about to take off. Super cycle case, NetPay plus Stripe plus Circle plus EU plus Stellar means 5 new enterprise announcements. Q1, 1.5 cents, Q2, 5 cents, Q3, 12 cents, Q4, 25 to 40 cents. Let's go. Will it hit $1 in 2026? Only if a major Fortune 100 integration streaming payroll globally. That's a 27, 28 probability, not 2026. Bro, the wait is killing me. The wait is killing me. But waiting gives you patience. Patience makes you stronger. So this is, let me just look at that one. Is that the same thing? I posted twice? No. So this is also crypto. Queen, my take on the Stripe plus Privy plus Zebec setup in 2026. This changes everything for Zebec, not because of hype, but because of what Stripe specifically represents in the payment world. Stripe is one developer payment library on Earth, 3.1 million online businesses, 1,000 enterprise integrations, large is API first payment company global. Really? I didn't know that. Touches 1.4 trillion annual TPV. When Stripe adds something to its stack, there's instant pipeline because developers simply toggle to it. Most blockchains never get Stripe access. Most don't even get Privy integration. Zebec is getting both at the same time means they're positioning Zebec as the real-time crypto payments module for the Stripe ecosystem. This is the first time Zebec's being framed as a infrastructure, not as a payroll company. I know. You notice that too, huh? So Zebec is evolving, right? It started as a payment company, then went to a payroll. Now it is a ecosystem. Wait, real-time payment module as a infrastructure. I guess it's going to be integrated into what is that? XRP and become a full framework. Just something to take note of. That distinct is enormous. Does this take a Zebec somewhere major in 2026? Yes. Stripe does not add things they're not being used by enterprise clients. Stripe integrations for Fortune 500 SAS companies asking for stablecoin rails, programmable payments, real-time payroll, streaming settlements, cross-border automation. Zebec is the only project specializing in streaming payments and real-time compliant rails with FedNow, HCH, USDC, NetPay, and all Unity. Pretty much, we got the market on lock, got the block plot, got it painted and ready to rock. Stripe, Zebec tells me Stripe believes streaming payments are about to be demanded at scale. Privacy is the number one wallet onboarding without crypto headaches. Really? Privy is used by BlackRock. Yes, they're tokenized funds onboarding. FinTech or FrenTech. What the freak is FrenTech? Stripe's new crypto pilot, major fintechs. If Privy, Stripe, and Zebec is the flow, then Zebec becomes the payment engine under the hood every time a fintech app wants real-time payment features. Really? This also validates Zebec's U.S. compliance push. Stripe will not touch anything that is non-compliant, regulatory gray, or vaporware. Oh my gosh, you put a lot of analysis in this. So you can read the other two on the BTM Crypto News Network. We got to keep it moving. This changes everything for Zebec, not because of hype, but because of what Stripe specifically represents in the payment world. Stripe, the number one developer payment library on Earth. I didn't know that. 3.1 million online businesses, 100 plus enterprise integrations, largest API first payment company globally, touches 1.4 trillion in annual revenue. All right, this is pretty much the same thing. Did I post the same one twice? I'm tripping. So let me go back. What up, New Wave? What's going on with your fam? Thanks for the super chat. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit your main man, BTM. What a super chat. Just trying to keep the lights on here on the BTM Crypto News Network. Every day is a payday with a Zebec. Believe it. And trying to get the kids out the fridge and they're grading the fridge. Sorry about that. Every day is a payday with a Zebec. The privacy. I'll worry about that. Did we? Yeah, this is ZKJ. This is Crypto Queen. I think I did post the same one twice. Now, one's talking about this is Zebec is quietly building one of the largest or strongest payment moats in the crypto. Here's the full picture of who we're plugged into. Net pay 170 billion US ACH payments, payroll rails, Circle 38 trillion annual USDC volume, primarily stablecoin partners, Uphold, crypto fiat bridge and custody for 100 million ZBCN, Stellar USDC, EURC, PYUSD, cross border rails, Alchemy Pay. I thought we were partnering with Alchemy Pay. Fiat on and off ramps in 170 countries, all Unity stable, real time EURO payroll with EURAU, Stripe 1.9 trillion global TPV. Realistic addressable market today, US 1 to 1.6 trillion in payments, volume 8 to 12% of the total US digital payments, globally 2.4 to 3.9 trillion, 1.5 to 2.5 of the worldwide digital payments. You guys don't even know how big that is. Can you even imagine? 1.5 to 2.5 of the global digital payments? Bro, that's freaking huge, right? 1.5 of global payments. So this is the Alpha Lion. The narrative you asking is outdated. Modern payroll is breaking, and the new Zebec is one of the rebuilding it for real-time global finance. What is building now redefines the foundation of enterprise payroll infrastructure, what traditional cloud payments can't do. And let's see what he's talking. So yeah, I guess there is no sound there. It's pretty cool video. I guess that is the DNA of payments. It'd have been nice with some sound. Game over. Zebec Stripe. Zebec partnered with Stripe integration wallet infrastructure onto its payroll super app. And I don't know if you guys saw it about flooding the market with the super app announcements or memes or anything. I guess this is one of the memes. So shout out to Paulo trying to get the word out about the Zebec super app that is coming. Still waiting to get some information or a date. Been kind of in the quiet, but I think we might hear something soon. Right? They said 2025. 2025 is ending soon. Might be something coming around the corner. XRP dunce. The ZBIC will be signs TTP. Elon Musk was a significant early investor in Stripe, providing crucial funding in 2020 or 2011 alongside other PayPal alum Peter, recognizing the potential of payments companies founded by brothers Patrick and John. Musk investment helped fuel Stripe's rapid growth, positioning it as a major player in the online commerce. With Musk and other backers seeing substantial returns as Stripe grew into a fintech giant, even processing payments for Musk-owned venture like X, formerly Twitter. Interesting. I didn't know that. That's interesting. So see, keeping it moving. Uphold's last chance for 6% back on your paycheck. Set up direct deposit on Uphold and earn 6% back. 4% in XRP, 1% in World Mobile Token, 1% in Zebec. Set up direct deposit by December 31st to boost your rewards. US only. Terms apply. More detail. I'm gonna have to read up on that because it's sounds like a pretty decent deal, actually. Calling all Zebec holders. Now is the time. As the community, we need to rally together and continue to spread the word. Let's make this clear. The Zebec fam is one of the most committed and driven communities on X. Join us as we get rich together. Believe it. From the amazing project, growing every day Zebec for life. And that's my main man, Gordon. Is it Gordon Gecko? I can't remember the guy's name. I think it's Gordon Gecko on Wolf of Wall Street. A fool said, "We're not leaving. We're not going down. The Fed's going to arrest us and kick the door in. We're not leaving." Without a doubt, we will touch over $1. No one is talking about the cost associated with being Meki SOX ISO 20022. It is not cheap. Zebec compliance rail have way more value than people realize. Most won't realize until it's too late. You are right. But since these guys are forward thinking and they are moving forward, it's only a matter of time. There is no single fixed filing fee for ISO 200 certification. Costs vary widely depending on company size, scope, number of sites, and the maturity of existing systems. Typical range for ISO certification includes ISO 20022 can run from 5,000 to 30,000. Well, scratch that. I was about to get certifications, but forget about it. For initial certifications plus ongoing annual surveillance and maintenance fees, definitely forget about it. I was about to go ahead and get set up and get certified, so maybe I can start help Zebec processing payments, but that ain't happening for 30,000, bro. I let the professionals do it. Direct answer: the cost to obtain the MECI markets and crypto assets license in the European Union substantial. Estimate range from 750 euros to 2.5 million, depending on the type of crypto business, its size, and whether it is based inside or outside the EU. Wow. I did not know that either. I need to get in the freaking licensing business. 2.5 million for a license? Bro, I'm in the wrong industry. I'm in the wrong business altogether. To obtain the SOX 2 certification typically ranges from 220,000 to 150 plus, depending on the size of the company, system complexity, and whether you can use automated compliance platforms or traditional auditors. And yeah, the SOX 2 ain't no joke. And it does vary from company. And sometimes you got to do it more than once. So yeah, that is crazy. Fees. I might have to get into the SOX compliance though, for real. 150K per watt, but it takes months to get it done. So I can see that. What up, Phantom Beats? What's going on with your fam? That's crazy. I'm still shocked by the amount. Mind blown. Elon Musk super app. I think we read this already. Did we read this? We did not. Super app refers to a platform to transform X into everyday app. To transform X into an everyday app. Combined with social media, messaging, payments, and e-commerce, and more into a single platform similar to China's WeChat to become a central hub for users, digital lives, and financial transactions. This ambitious project involves adding features like payment processing, X payments, and trading, aiming to rival established services and capture a large share of the digital economy. Through its face significant regulatory hurdles and competition. So Elon's trying to make a super app with payments, and we're building a super app. I don't know. I don't know if I'm connecting the dots here, but it's looking pretty good for Zebec. Holy crap! Full circle moment. Let's freaking go. Stripe plus Zebec. Shout out to ZBCN, man. 2020, Elon drops angel money into Stripe along Peter when it was just a tiny startup raising 2 million seed. One of the smartest bets in fintech. I know, right? That little 2 million went a long way, bro. They got every penny out of that investment. Literally got every penny out of that investment. Oh my gosh. So this is Stripe goes all in on crypto, scoops up Grids XYZ for $1 billion. Stablecoin now privacy IO wallets, and Zebec is right there bridging the gap. Real-time on-chain payroll, payouts, embedded privacy IO wallets, and Zebec super app, all flowing seamlessly into the Stripe ecosystem. From Elon's early vision to interplanetary money streams, we're literally building the future of global instant borderless payroll on Solana and Stripe. Elon, bro, your Stripe play is paying off big. Let's take the Zebec to Mars. We're ready. This is crazy. I didn't even put all this together. I didn't even shout out to ZBCN, man, for drawing the connections here. I mean, I was definitely down with mining on the moon, but I didn't think about the payroll platforms and instant streaming because you can mine and instantly stream your mining payroll to the cross-border payments. If you're mining, sorry, went a rabbit hole there. So if you're mining from Mars and you do these instant payrolls that are cross-border, theoretically you could mine from Mars and get paid in the US and then pay your employees while they're mining. right? You can pay the astronauts in space. This is crazy. I need to might need to take a minute and do some brainstorming. ZBCN beat Elon to register, it seems. Really? We better watch our Batman. That guy's ruthless. That guy's worse than 50 Cent documenting Diddy, bro. We better keep an eye out. Absolutely, the stars are aligning. Every app, super app, maybe. Freaking knows it. Elon, why build an everything app if you could hook it into the Zebec rails for it? Send and spend your streaming payroll on X. Let's go. You guys are really getting ahead of the curve here, man. What does she have to do with what the freak? Oh, the game's on. Oh, the game's coming on. I think that's it. Is it? I think we are a couple of videos to check out. Shout out to Creative Control. Sunday is the perfect day for blessing. You know, I'm dashing for a Zebec and listening to the best tuna. Now, shout out to Black Roo. Base will connect all chains on the stock market. Coinbase, UBI. How will Zebec help? Let me check that out, actually. Something's wrong with the circulating supply. Numbers do not add up. Can someone explain? I might be wrong. Definitely, the circulating supply is having some kind of issue. And the weird thing is, it's only Coin Market Cap that's actually tracking this. So when it does come up, it is going to be interesting to figure out what happened there. So keeping it moving, might need to look deeper into that. Shout out to these guys for pointing it out. And yes, we did mention this from Stripe earlier from Creative Control. And this is the Zebec announcement from this morning. Remember when people told us ZBCN is a scam? Because I'll never let them live in peace. Continue to haunt these folks, guys. Continue to bring it up. I do remember that. Somebody was on my live screen screaming it was a scam. I'm like, bro, kick rocks, man, for real. Okay, so do a quick what is privacy now part of Stripe? Here's the breakdown of privacy, and Stripe aims to acquire what a Zebec Network trying to build, while privacy via Stripe could be strong for or interesting partner fit. Privacy, now part of Stripe, is a wallet infrastructure startup that provides AIP SDK lets developers embed crypto wallets directly into their application or platform. So users don't have to leave the application, install MetaMask or another external wallet, or wrestle with managing seed phrases. Wallet infrastructure startup. Really? In practice, this means a user can sign up via email, social login, or standard web login. Privy can automatically create self-custody wallets under the hood from their user and send, receive, store crypto, typically stable coins or other blockchain assets, without needing to understand the usual crypto complexity. Privacy claims to support many teams, projects. It powers millions of wallet accounts, reportedly 75 million across 1,000 developer teams. At the time of acquisition, they have orchestrated billions in transactional volume. Really? Well, I didn't know about this. I'm slipping. The appeal is reducing friction for many conventional users and businesses. Crypto onboarding is a big mental barrier. Wallets, key management, UI or UX. Privacy hides the complexity and aims to make crypto feel like regular web functionality. I need to check out privacy for real. I can get a lot of people using it versus worrying me about keys and cryptos and passwords and exchanges and all kind of weird stuff we shouldn't even have to worry about. Because of that, when Stripe acquired Privy announced in June 2025, the goal was to expand Stripe's crypto and stablecoin rails, giving Stripe a full stack from on-chain wallets, Privy to stablecoin payments and custody via earlier stablecoin infrastructure and fiat. I don't know what Zebec is, why privacy Stripe can be a good or a natural partner for Zebec. Easy wallet onboarding. Zebec uses payroll streaming crypto cards amongst users, including non-crypto savvy ones, will hold and transact crypto. Privacy embedded wallets. Infrastructure hides technical complexity, making adoption much easier. This lowers the barrier for workers, contractors, and regular customers to accept and hold crypto. Oh, well. Ooh, sorry. I need to check that out, actually. But let's kick to a video and come back to this. Need to get a drink real quick. Let me see. What is this? This is CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap has 3 trillion, up 0.98%. CMC 20, 192, up 0.4. Let's see, which is the longer video. That's 10 minutes. That's 12 minutes. This is short. I know this guy's always short videos. Oh, yeah. I guess we can run this one and then we'll come back to main man, grow rich and grow happy. That's 13 minutes actually. I guess we'll start with this open AI and Zebec. I know people hate this crypto journal, but there's actually some really good information here. So I'll let this ride and I'll be right back.
Letting me know if you want more content connecting AI infrastructure developments to blockchain payment protocols. On October 28th, 2025, OpenAI announced instant checkout in ChatGPT, powered by the agentic commerce protocol they co-developed with Stripe. 700 million people use ChatGPT weekly, and now they can buy products directly in chat from Etsy and over 1 million Shopify merchants. The press release described agentic commerce, where AI agents don't just help you find products, they help you buy them. But here's what the announcement carefully avoided discussing. The agentic commerce protocol uses Stripe's centralized payment rails with shared payment tokens, controlled by OpenAI and Stripe. Every transaction flows through their infrastructure. Users can only shop with merchants integrated into their closed ecosystem. And critically, the entire system is built on traditional credit card rails that charge 2 to 3% fees, making true micropayments economically impossible. Meanwhile, there's a blockchain protocol that has been enabling true micropayments with near zero cost since 2021. Continuous payment streaming that processes second-by-second transactions without intermediaries, stablecoin settlement that eliminates credit card fees entirely, and programmable money flows that AI agents can execute autonomously without human intermediation for every transaction. Stick around because at the 24-minute mark, I'm going to explain exactly why the AI economy that OpenAI is building fundamentally requires token-based micropayment infrastructure like Zebec, and why Stripe's centralized rails are a temporary solution that will be replaced by blockchain settlement as AI agent commerce scales. Let me start by explaining what the AI economy actually means and why it creates unprecedented demand for micropayment infrastructure. The AI economy is an emerging system where AI agents operate as autonomous economic actors, not just executing transactions on behalf of humans, but making independent decisions, negotiating terms, and transacting with other AI agents and services. This is fundamentally different from current e-commerce. When you buy something on Amazon today, you're the economic actor making decisions. I might help with recommendations, but you click buy. In the AI economy, you delegate purchasing authority to AI agents. You tell ChatGPT, find me the best running shoes under $150 with good arch support and buy them. The AI agent searches across merchants, negotiates prices, verifies quality through reviews and data analysis, selects the optimal option, and executes the purchase. You approve the final decision, but the AI did the work. Now, scale this beyond shopping. AI agents managing your subscription services, automatically switching providers when better deals emerge. AI agents handling business procurement, sourcing supplies from global suppliers with automated price negotiations. AI content generators paying other AI services for stock images, music licensing, or data access. AI research assistants micropaying scientific databases for paper access. AI trading bots executing thousands of micro arbitrage transactions per second. Every interaction in the AI economy potentially involves a payment, and these payments are fundamentally different from traditional transactions. They're high velocity, high volume, low value per transaction, conditional based on outcomes, composable across multiple services, and cosmopolitan, meaning borderless and instant. This is what researchers call 3v3C payments: velocity, volume, value, conditional, composable, cosmopolitan. Traditional payment infrastructure can't handle 3v3C characteristics efficiently. Credit cards charge fixed fees plus percentages. A 3-cent payment costs more in fees than the payment itself. Banks process payments in batches with settlement delays. AI agents need instant confirmation. Centralized systems require accounts and authentication. AI agents need permissionless access to transact globally. This is exactly why token-based micropayment infrastructure is essential for the AI economy. And this is where Zebec fits perfectly. If you're still with me, comment 3v3C payments. I want to see who understands that AI commerce requires fundamentally different payment architecture than traditional e-commerce. Now, let me show you the specific limitations of OpenAI's agentic commerce protocol and why it's a temporary solution. OpenAI and Stripe built ACP to enable commerce in ChatGPT quickly using existing infrastructure. This makes sense for rapid deployment. Stripe already processes payments for millions of merchants. Credit card rails are familiar to consumers. Regulatory compliance is well understood, but ACP has fundamental constraints that prevent it from scaling to true AI economy requirements. Constraint 1, centralized control. Every transaction flows through OpenAI and Stripe infrastructure. Merchants must integrate with their specific APIs. Users can only shop with approved merchants. AI agents can't autonomously discover and transact with new services. They're locked into a walled garden. This is the exact opposite of permissionless blockchain infrastructure, where any entity can transact with any other entity without gatekeepers. Constraint 2, credit card economics. Stripe charges merchants approximately 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction. For a $20 purchase, that's 88 cents in fees. For microtransactions, the economics completely break down. A $1 payment costs 49 cents in fees. A 10-cent payment would cost 40 cents in fees. Micropayments become impossible, but AI economy transactions will be increasingly micro. An AI agent paying 2 cents to access a database query, 5 cents for AI-generated image usage, 10 cents for processing a single document. Credit card rails can't support this. Constraint 3, batch settlement and latency. Credit card transactions settle in days, not seconds. Merchants receive payment after batch processing through acquiring banks. For AI agents executing thousands of conditional transactions, this latency is unacceptable. The agent needs instant confirmation that payment succeeded before proceeding to the next step in a workflow. Constraint 4, programmability limitations. ACP uses shared payment tokens, which are single-use credentials representing a user's credit card. But these tokens are not programmable money. You can't encode conditions like pay only if service delivers expected quality. You can't create payment streams that adjust based on usage. You can't build complex escrow logic. Traditional payment tokens are dumb. Blockchain-based smart contracts are programmable, enabling the conditional and composable characteristics AI agents need. And constraint 5, geographic and regulatory friction. Credit cards work differently across countries. Currency conversion adds costs. Regulatory compliance varies by jurisdiction. AI agents operating globally need borderless payment rails that work identically everywhere. Stable coins like USDC provide this. Credit cards don't. OpenAI and Stripe's solution is pragmatic for 2025, but it's not scalable for the 2030 AI economy. As AI agent commerce grows from millions to billions of transactions daily, the infrastructure will need to migrate to blockchain-based token micropayments. And that's where Zebec's architecture becomes critical. Comment credit card rails can't scale micropayments if you're recognizing that ACP is phase one infrastructure that will be replaced by blockchain. Let me explain specifically why Zebec's continuous settlement architecture is ideal for AI agent micropayments. Zebec doesn't process discrete transactions. It streams payments continuously. Money flows second by second. For AI agents, this is transformative. Imagine an AI agent using a cloud computing service. Instead of paying hourly or daily, the agent streams payment continuously as computing resources are consumed. If the service degrades, the stream stops instantly. If usage increases, the stream rate adjusts automatically. This real-time payment matching real-time value delivery is impossible with traditional payments, but native to Zebec architecture. Transaction costs on Zebec are near zero, measured in fractions of a cent. An AI agent can execute thousands of micropayments daily without meaningful cost accumulation, paying 2 cents for a database query, 5 cents for an AI model inference, 10 cents for content licensing. These microtransactions become economically viable because Zebec doesn't charge fixed fees or percentages that make small payments prohibitive. Zebec operates 24/7 without intermediaries. AI agents transacting with services globally don't need human approval or banking hours. Payments settle instantly via smart contracts on blockchain. The AI agent calls a smart contract function, payment streams, service activates, no Stripe involved, no OpenAI gatekeeping, permissionless commerce. Zebec integrates with Circle's USDC, the most trusted institutional stablecoin. AI agents transact in stable dollar-denominated value without cryptocurrency volatility. Recipients can hold USDC, convert to local currency, or spend via Zebec cards accepted globally. The stablecoin layer eliminates foreign exchange friction that plagues international credit card transactions. And critically, Zebec's payment streams are programmable via smart contracts. An AI agent can encode conditions into payment logic, stream payment only if API returns valid data, adjust payment rate based on service quality metrics, create escrow where payment releases after delivery confirmation, build complex multi-party payment flows where value splits automatically among contributors. This programmability is essential for the conditional and composable characteristics of AI economy transactions. Every limitation of OpenAI's ACP, Zebec solves. Decentralized and permissionless instead of centralized, near zero costs instead of percentage fees, instant settlement instead of batch processing, programmable instead of dumb tokens, global and borderless instead of geo-restricted. This is why Zebec-type infrastructure is inevitable for AI economy scaling. Now let me show you the specific AI economy use cases where Zebec enables commerce that ACP can't support. Use case 1, AI to AI service payments. 2 AI agents transacting with each other. Agent A needs data processing from Agent B. Agent A streams micropayments to Agent B continuously during processing. If processing fails, the stream stops. No chargebacks, no disputes, just programmatic payment matching programmatic value delivery. This requires permissionless blockchain infrastructure. ACP can't support AI to AI transactions because both agents would need Stripe merchant accounts and OpenAI integration. Absurd. Use case 2, content licensing micropayments. An AI content generator needs stock photos, music clips, and data visualizations for a presentation it's creating. Instead of bulk licensing agreements, the AI agent micropays individual creators for each asset used. 3 cents for a photo, 5 cents for a music clip, 2 cents for a chart. Thousands of these microtransactions happen automatically as the AI assembles content. Zebec enables this. Credit cards make it economically impossible. Use case 3, API access micropayments. AI developers running inference on large language models pay per token processed. Instead of monthly subscriptions that might be wasteful or per transaction fees that add up, they stream payment continuously based on exact usage. This aligns costs perfectly with value consumed. OpenAI's own API could benefit from Zebec-type streaming payment models where developers pay second by second for compute rather than batched monthly bills. Use case 4, AI agent subscriptions and dynamic pricing. An AI agent managing business operations subscribes to multiple SaaS services. Instead of fixed monthly fees, services charge based on actual usage with payment streaming in real time. During high usage periods, payments increase. During low usage, payments decrease. This dynamic pricing is only possible with continuous settlement infrastructure. Traditional subscriptions lock users into fixed costs regardless of actual value received. And use case 5, cross-border AI commerce. An AI agent in Singapore purchases data from a provider in Brazil, computation from a service in Poland, and storage from infrastructure in Canada. All payments settle instantly in USDC via Zebec. No currency conversion fees, no international wire delays, no correspondent banking intermediaries. Seamless global commerce that AI agents need to operate without geographic constraints. These use cases represent the future AI economy, and none of them work efficiently on ACP's centralized credit card rails. All of them work natively on Zebec's decentralized micropayment streaming infrastructure. If you're still watching, comment AI to AI payments require blockchain. I want to know who's recognizing that agent commerce fundamentally needs permissionless settlement infrastructure. Let me address the timeline for when AI economy transitions from centralized to decentralized payment infrastructure. OpenAI's ACP launched in October 2025. This is phase 1, rapid deployment using familiar infrastructure. Merchants can integrate quickly. Users understand credit card checkout. Regulatory compliance is straightforward because existing payments law applies. This phase lasts approximately 2 to 3 years through 2027 or 2028. During phase 1, AI commerce grows from experimental to mainstream. Millions of transactions monthly become billions. More AI platforms beyond ChatGPT launch commerce features. Google, Perplexity, Anthropic's Claude, all implementing shopping capabilities. Merchants see revenue from AI-driven sales. Consumers get comfortable delegating purchasing to AI agents, but the limitations become increasingly apparent. Transaction costs eat into merchant margins. Micropayments remain impossible. AI to AI transactions can't happen within walled gardens. Developers want programmability that credit card tokens can't provide. Phase 2 begins around 2027 through 2028. Hybrid infrastructure. Merchants continue accepting credit cards via ACP for traditional purchases, but they also integrate blockchain payment options for micropayments and AI agent transactions. Zebec and similar protocols become alternative payment rails alongside Stripe. AI agents gain the ability to choose payment methods based on transaction characteristics. Large purchases might still use credit cards. Microtransactions route through blockchain. This hybrid phase lasts 2 to 3 years as blockchain payment infrastructure matures and regulatory frameworks solidify. Phase 3 happens approximately 2030 through 2032. Blockchain becomes dominant for AI commerce. Credit cards remain for human-initiated transactions where familiar checkout experiences matter. But AI agent transactions predominantly use blockchain rails because economics and functionality are superior. Merchants operating in the AI economy expect to receive stablecoin payments via smart contracts. AI platforms integrate blockchain natively rather than as an afterthought. Zebec-type continuous settlement becomes the standard for agent commerce. By phase 3, the AI economy generates trillions in transaction volume annually. Even if only 10% routes through Zebec infrastructure, that's hundreds of billions in micropayment streams, creating sustained demand for ZBCN tokens. This is the long game, not competing with Stripe in 2025, but positioning as the infrastructure that scales when AI commerce reaches maturity. This is Crypto Journal, and I want to leave you with this. OpenAI's agentic commerce protocol is phase 1 infrastructure for the AI economy. It enables rapid deployment using familiar credit card rails, but it's fundamentally constrained by centralization, high costs, settlement latency, lack of programmability, and geographic friction. These constraints prevent ACP from scaling to true AI economy requirements where agents execute billions of high velocity, high volume, low value, conditional, composable, and cosmopolitan transactions daily. Zebec's continuous settlement architecture solves every ACP limitation, decentralized and permissionless, near zero transaction costs, enabling true micropayments, instant settlement without batch processing, programmable payment streams via smart contracts, global, and borderless using USDC stablecoins. This is the infrastructure the mature AI economy needs, not what's convenient in 2025, what's necessary in 2030 when AI agents are autonomous economic actors transacting constantly. The opportunity for ZBCN token holders is recognizing infrastructure transitions before they're obvious. OpenAI building ACP validates that AI commerce is real and scaling. Their choice of centralized rails is pragmatic, short-term thinking. But as transaction volumes grow and use cases expand beyond simple shopping into complex AI to AI interactions, the infrastructure will need to migrate to blockchain. And Zebec is building exactly the continuous settlement micropayment infrastructure that migration requires. For developers building AI agents, the question isn't whether to integrate payment capabilities, it's which payment rails to use. ACP works for shopping and ChatGPT. But if you're building agents that need to transact autonomously with multiple services, micropay content providers, stream payments for real-time resource consumption, or operate across borders, you need blockchain infrastructure. And Zebec provides the most advanced continuous settlement protocol in production today. If you found value in this AI economy payment infrastructure analysis, hit that like button and drop a comment telling me, do you think AI agent commerce will eventually migrate from centralized payment rails like Stripe to blockchain-based micropayments like Zebec? Or will centralized solutions dominate long-term? Your perspectives help shape future content. OpenAI and Zebec. Why the AI economy fits with token micropayments. Because AI agents transacting billions of times daily need infrastructure that credit cards fundamentally can't provide. Zebec isn't competing with OpenAI.
So if we could leverage that. So shout out to crypto volunteers that have journey and all that information. That was a great video. You guys can check him out as well. Moving on, this is Grow Rich and Grow Happy. So let me know what you guys think about that as well. This is Grow Rich and Grow Happy. He's also talking about the Stripe integration. Let's get to him, and I'll be right back.
Hey, smash that like button, guys. And look down below. Store your crypto. Get your tangible cold storage wallet. It is what I use. I only promote things that I use. Got a 10% discount down below. That's for all of you. That 10% does go to support all of our work here, Grow Rich, Grow Happy. Not just with me in front of the camera, but so much goes on behind the cameras as well. So with that, first thing I want to do, I'm going to jump over here because I like to do this. I like to show you guys something first. And first thing we're going to talk about is right here. We're going to look at the Zebec price. It's down over the 7 days, down 7 days, 0.7%, which is not terrible. But if you look at it, you say, if all these partnerships are happening, Mr. Forsyth, where the hell is the price? But again, be a free thinker, get in early. Zebec is, I have to say this, it is one of the rarest opportunities that I have taken part in. Is probably only comparable to someone who was probably in XRP long time ago. Someone getting in that early and seeing this potential and seeing the dots and the breadcrumbs then could probably testify that this is that XRP moment. I also have a video coming after this to show you some things between Zebec and XRP that might surprise you guys, but it's going to link with this particular episode. But anyway, enough with that. This is a great price, I believe. Not financial advice, but I look at it, and the way to attack this is the dollar cost average. And is always $20 here, $30 there. It will make more sense in the long term when you look at how much people are going to be paying when this hits above 1 cent. So that's just my 2 cents. So we're going to jump over here because here's what we're talking about right here. This partnership right here, Zebec announced this today. They said, and let me get it all for you guys. Make sure you can see it. You can. Zebec partners with Stripe and integrates Privy IO wallet infrastructure into its payroll super app. Now that super app, guys, now far as I know, it's still slated before the end of this particular year, which is only what 3-4 weeks away, probably 3 weeks away. So I expect big things, but everything that Zebec is doing right now tells me that they're stacking this super app to be something that blows everything else, all of its competitors, out of the water. So they say here, Privy, now part of Stripe, brings best-in-class embedded wallets, effortless external wallet connections, and native multi-chain support across Solana, Ethereum, Base, etc. Now you get Solana and you get Ethereum right there, and Base, that covers everything. So Zebec is going to have those multi-chains, not to mention other stuff, enabling a unified experience for every user. In phase 2, Zebec will expand within the Stripe network for stablecoin payments and cross-border payouts, bridging on-chain and traditional rails further. Now, the thing to know is Stripe. Like I said in the beginning, you guys have heard of Stripe, or those of you who haven't heard of Stripe, let me explain to you. They are the it chain. They are the ones who help a lot of these banks, or not banks, they help a lot of these institutions and a lot of these major businesses connect people with banks and cards so that they can bridge and use their money. Hence, I buy crypto all kind of ways. I've even bought some off of Base Chain, which for those who don't know, that's the Coinbase app. And it'll ask, depending on how I want to pay for my crypto, it'll ask, do I want to use Stripe so it can bridge to my bank account? So that's to tell you right there how big Stripe is. But I'm going to go a step further and show you how big they are, because if you look here, this is just Stripe page. I'll probably drop this down below for you, as if anybody cares. What you probably care about is this right here. This I dug up from February 27, 2025. It says Stripe's total payment volume reaches 1.4 trillion, not billions, trillion, fueled by long-standing investments in AI. So there's a lot of money going through Stripe, tons of money. So when you think about that and you jump over here, these are them right here over on X. Make sure you follow me on X at Mr. Forsyth 64. I'm always going to connect these dots for you guys. So here it is here. This is Stripe. This is the big deal. Now, they say they partner with Stripe. Now, you're not going to see it on here. I couldn't find it on here, but guess what? I believe they partnered with them, and you're getting in early. The reason I believe it, because right here, Zebec partners with at Stripe. I'm pretty sure they're going to have a X Spaces coming up with a representative from Stripe as well. But it says we've partnered with at Stripe. Right there, they're letting them know that we are publicizing this. Now, the only thing we need now is another announcement. Everybody's just going to go hog wild if we get another announcement from Stripe, just co-signing that. But I believe it, and they integrate at Privy.io, IO wallet infrastructure into its payroll super app. So I don't know whether they're integrating or it's a strategic partnership. Either way, this is major news. And by them being able to do this, this opens up the floodgates, guys, for more people to come in. Now, this is great for us as ZBCN holders, because that's just going to help us, because ZBCN is used to pay gas fees, governance, and things like, gas fees, governance, staking, all of that. So that's going to increase its value as well. Not to mention, they do burn off with these fees, and with the cards and all of that, they do burn off ZBCN tokens, which also increases our value long term. So I'm gonna go over here because my guy, where he at? ZBCN man dropped this off. He sent me this morning, letting me know that this was going on. And I don't always get to my mail, but when I do, it's usually something juicy in it. So he pretty much hyped it up, let you know what's going on. Shout out to ZBCN, man. He said they just teamed up with Stripe. The giants of Web3 real-time payroll and streaming payments are joining forces with the king of traditional fintech, processing 10 trillion plus annually. I don't know about 10 trillion, but I showed you 1.4 trillion definitely was what they had come February 2025. Now, whether you're off 9 trillion or 1 trillion, it doesn't matter. We are in the trillions, and it's only going to increase as time go on. This isn't just a collab, it's a bridge to mass adoption, and he is absolutely 100% correct on that. Now, how it works, Zebec headquarters on chain streaming tech, Stripe seamless fiat rails, instant, borderless payroll, debit cards, and payment in stable coins or fiat. Employees get paid second by the second. Businesses save millions on fees, and crypto finally goes mainstream for everyday wages and spend. So you see, this is how they're doing it. This is why Zebec has no competition. Yes, you can look it up, and there's probably like 10 other companies they're going to name that are competition to Zebec, but guess what? They're not, because you don't hear about them at all. You could probably search them up, but Zebec is the type of company, they've made the right connections early, and they've planned this domination. And as far as I can see, I don't see nobody dethroning these guys. You know what I said about that moat of separation between them and other projects? Zebec has proven that their moat is not only filled with sharks, it might even have a Loch Ness monster down up in there, considering the things that Stripe, come on, Stripe. This separates them from everyone. So we're going to continue. The potential is insane. Zebec already powers real-time payroll for hundreds of companies. Now Stripe's reach. And as you see, lots of Fortune 500 companies use Stripe. And that's just increasing Zebec's reach right there. We're talking billions in volume flowing through ZBCN utility. Governance, staking rewards, free discounts to ZBCN becomes the fuel for the entire ecosystem. This is definitely why you want to catch my next video. I'm going to make you understand this a little bit more. Short-term explosion incoming. This monster's news drops us straight into pump mode. Analysts calling 5 cent to 10 cent plus in the incoming weeks as hype builds and volume surges. Now, again, we have to look at the 5 to 10 cent and say we're not worried about that right now because it's a prediction. But what can push that is bigger announcements to come. I think that's it, all I wanted to show. So I think that's great news. 5 to 10 cent. I think it's doable personally. I think it's doable. I think even higher is even more doable. But here's what it's going to take for us to hit that 1 cent, and then the 5 cent, then the 10 cent, and then the 50 cent, and on. You're going to need more announcements. Yes, they are dropping these announcements left and right. But if you get even some more up in there, maybe some Ripple, maybe some more. I mean, how much better can you get from Stripe? But I said that before, and they gave us NatPay. If we can get some more news and it continues to come in, then you get people like Stripe or Ripple and people like that co-signing some of this. They co-sign it, then we know what's going to happen. It is going to explode, and yes, those prices are going to come in. So whether they are integrating with Stripe or integrating within their system, or it's a strategic partnership, either way, the fact that they are connecting with Stripe is bananas. And like the reason I showed you that price right there is because I bring you this news all the time. We bring you this news all the time. When I say we, I mean the Zebec community. I mean all those out there, all of those influencers who keep up with the company. But a lot of times you look at that and you look at the hype and you say it's just hype. I make it a point on this channel to not overly hype things like this because I want to show you why I'm talking about it. This right here was Stripe alone, and I showed you they're in the trillions. They're in the trillions of money that flows through Stripe, and they're linking with ZBCN or Zebec Network. That's enough right there. I don't know what else to tell you. All I know is I'm continuing to dollar cost average in, because when it explodes and everybody starts lining up saying, oh, guess what? I got Zebec for $1 hours early. You get to laugh and say, no, you wasn't. I had it when it was below a cent. Can't you tell? Look how I'm living. To the next one. This your boy.
Just makes me think that sometimes they're not human, right? Sometimes they're just not human. They're just a machine. They're just AI. They're moving at lightning speed because my, oh my, we can see Zebec partners with Stripe and integrates Privy IO wallet infrastructure into payroll super app. Privy, now part of Stripe, brings best-in-class embedded wallets, effortless external wallet connections, and native multi-chain support across Solana Ethereum, Base, etc., enabling a unified experience for every user. In phase 2, Zebec will expand with a Stripe network for stablecoin payments and cross-border payouts, bridging on-chain and traditional rails further. I gotta clap. Zebec once again delivers. Okay. Listen, right? Listen, I don't know how, once again, people doubt this project, but for me, this thing is moving at lightning speeds. And Zebec, it's just a party, right? It's just a consistent party. It's just full of updates. It's just full of fun stuff all the damn time. You know, I don't know, man. I haven't ever seen any other crypto do it like Zebec. And look, and I'm sure throughout history there have been cryptos that are pumping news and things left, right, and center. I'm sure Ripple and a couple other coins. But in terms of coins that are in our market cap realm, right, in terms of the amount of followers we have, in terms of everything, the holders, I just feel like Zebec is ripping things left, right, and center. So this is very, very exciting to see. This is very, very exciting to witness. And we're going to break down what exactly does this mean. We can see, right, Crypto Queen, shout out to you, Zebec is quietly building one of the strongest payment moats in all of crypto. Here's the full picture, okay? We can see NatPay, 170 billion US slash ACH slash payroll rails. Circle, 38 trillion plus annual USDC volume, primarily from stablecoin partner. Uphold, crypto fiat bridge and custody for 100 million plus. Zebec, Stellar, USD slash EURC slash PYUSD, cross border rails. Alchemy, pay fiat on slash off ramps in 170 plus countries, all Unity stable, real-time Euro payroll with Euro AU, Stripe, 1.9 trillion global TPV. Listen, once again, I have to pause here. I've said it before and I'll say it again, right? If you looked at Zebec in terms of a pure resume standpoint, it is one of the best we have seen ever, especially for a coin that is sitting around, what is it, like 200 million market cap? Yeah, 210 million market cap. The type of resume Zebec presents, the things Zebec are doing and accomplishing, who they're teaming up with, partnering with, right? Working with. This is remarkable. Like it truly is. Like the resume would look very, very stacked. Okay. This is like the equivalent of a dynasty team, right? I'm sure some of you guys watch sports. It does not matter literally which sport. Just think of the best in that sport, right? That is just how Zebec feels. You know, the things I just mentioned, like the last 7 right here, all of this, right? Even getting one of these done or 2 of these done would be like, wow, like 10 out of 10. Like, wow, that's a serious crypto. This is a serious project. The fact that they have all of this plus a lot more. I mean, I just don't know how people doubt this crypto. I understand maybe, you bought in maybe higher, you see price going down, you see positive news, and maybe you're just like, well, this is just all baloney because they keep saying good things are happening, but my price and my value of my crypto is going down. And I understand, right? Because these markets, it's more complicated than just good news, right? It's more complicated than just following good or bad news. That it's hard, right? It's hard. Just a lot of things that don't make sense. There's a lot of things that are backwards. There's a lot of manipulation, but that's just a reality that we live in. But yeah, man, look, Zebec is absolutely killing it. These are the people that plugged it with. Like, let's just look at the rest of this post, and we have another post to cover as well. Listen, realistic addressable market today, US 1 to 1.6 trillion in payment volume. That's going to be roughly 8 to 12% of total US digital payments. Global 2.4 to 3.9 trillion, 1.5 to 2.5% of worldwide digital payments. That's not potential someday. That's volume they can already route real-time streaming payments, payroll, and cards spend through today. 65,000 plus cards issued, 41 million plus in streamed payroll processed, 250 plus US enterprises live. Zebec isn't asking for permission to enter TradeFi payment rails. They already have the keys. The silent payroll and streaming payment monster keeps stacking partnerships most people still sleep on. And like I said, these are just some of the things we name, right? There's a lot more that Zebec has accomplished in just even the last few months than just this. So very, very impressive once again from Zebec Network. Listen, I want to cover this post very quickly. Right. Remember when people told us ZBCN is a scam? Because I do, and I'll never let them live in peace. Listen, you don't even have to let them know because deep down, right, when they fade a project like this, or, they simply see the move happen without them, they won't have that peace internally because there's no logical explanation why people sometimes hate and speak bad about Zebec, right? There's literally zero logic behind it. And you know what? That's fine. I personally really don't care if people see the resume Zebec has and they just call it a scam coin and they want to be ignorant, they want to be prideful, they want to be arrogant. I don't care. Let them fall on their ass. Let them miss this train, right? Let them miss this opportunity. Why do I care? Why should you care? Let them talk. Let them talk. Okay, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are going to miss out. They're the ones that are suffering. So who really cares about them? No, genuinely, like who really cares? Like we got to stop giving attention to these types of people. Like they have the IQ of a pine cone. Like it is what it is, right? You can't save everybody. Anyways, we're ranked 156 out of 9,023 active cryptos, 210 million market cap, 7 million volume. Volume has been really low the last few days. We can see even the last week we've gone down an average of 0.22%. So not much has changed. We were higher a little bit at one point, but now we're kind of back to break even. Over the last month, we have gone down roughly 10%. In the last 24 hours, we have gone down almost 3%. But we can see when we look at the monthly chart, for example, we can see we really start to go sideways near the end of November. And then now we have really just been chilling pretty much ever since kind of like the 5th until now. So a couple of days of just pure sideways movement, but that's not necessarily bad, people, right? That's not bad. When we go from selling off to sideways, the next step is going up. And yeah, no Coinbase, no Binance, but the things I just mentioned, they're much bigger than those two even combined. And so I do believe Coinbase and Binance is pretty much inevitable. We can see we are at 89,309 holders, which is very, very nice to see. That is what we'd love to see. And you know what? I'm telling you, the day altcoin season, or like the time, let's say the quarter of altcoin season, it's going to be insane when cryptos are consistently rising. And then when they have those couple of weeks of insane pumps, you're going to see this thing go up hundreds of holders a day, if not thousands. I've seen it with other cryptos. I've seen, the bandwagon. I've seen how, there's a reason why, first off, that people, right? People call crypto a scam. It's because most people get in during those pumps. They won't buy Zebec and they won't do research. They won't even talk about crypto when Zebec, for example, is like at 0.002. They won't talk about it when Zebec's at 1 cent, but they'll start talking about it if Zebec gets to a couple cents. Maybe they'll start talking about it when Zebec gets to 30 cents. And then, they'll go dive into a project. Let's say Zebec does hit 30 cents and the peak of Zebec, that altcoin season, is 40. They get in at 30 cents and they're thinking, wow, we're going to go to $10. Right, this thing is going to go to $10. They don't know market cap. They don't have the education. They're blinded by hype, possibly false narratives. Just lack of education and everything. And that's how they get wrecked. And they call everything a scam. It's because they get in at the tops. But luckily for people like you guys, you guys are in at much better prices. That is it, though, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoy. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.
We're joined now on that note by Rick Reeder. He's BlackRock's CIO of Global Fixed Income. He is head of the firm's allocation team as well. I'm glad we could catch up with you, Rick. Welcome back.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me, Scott.
I assume you expect a cut on Wednesday?
Yeah, I don't think it's definitive, but I mean, you're going to have a cut, and I think the market's almost universally think it'll be a hawkish cut, and that he will have to give some time to have a number of members on the committee that are hawkish, and so I think I think he's going to cut. I think it's going to be a hawkish cut, but it's definitely not definitive that they go. If they weren't going, they'd probably transmit.
Okay, guys, thanks for joining. I think our video ran over there. Kind of missed that update. Kind of think. I guess we can play this last video. This is Lee the Captain, and update regarding Zebec. We'll see what he's talking about, and then shut it down for the day.
Everyone's behalf. I find it pretty cool because they're actually making use of their partnerships. Some of their projects out there, they don't really do that, which I actually think that why even have a partnership if it's not really going to help? That's my point of view. However, even though I am aware that when it comes to ZBCN, it is currently around 36 times lower than 10 cents, even as of right now. But even besides all that, though, when I even mention this ISO 20022 aspect, people like to tell me sometimes, okay, if Zebec is so focused on this global trade and finance space, why even bother if there's already something like, let's say in the case of Stellar, which already has an aspect of ISO 20022. And then on the flip side, we're still seeing Zebec work towards that ISO 20022 compliance and still kind of have to do aspects of it through their partnerships. People may be thinking, if Zebec has to do all that, why even bother if there's something like Stellar? I'm totally aware of that argument, but here's my response to that. I feel like within a space, or let's say within a niche or within a sector, there's not only just going to be one option and then the rest people don't really care. However, I think there's going to be probably one or two top projects within that space. Totally aware of that. But it doesn't mean that there's going to be no room for the others to really kind of do its thing. It's like, for instance, when it comes to airplanes, I mean, sure, there's Gulfstream, but there's also a bunch of other airplane brands out there. That's the way to take a look at it. For instance, right? That's just an example. And also on top of that, people like to say, well, why does Zebec even bother trying? Well, it's because if they don't try, how will they know? You know what I mean? It's like, for instance, how would Kevin Hart know he would be a good comedian if he didn't try to actually become a comedian? You know what I mean? Sometimes a project has to actually try to do something in order for them to know if they can actually do it. In this case, when it comes to Zebec, being focused on global trade and finance, I feel like in and of itself, yeah, sure, there's two very popular options within this space, and Stellar is one of the two. And sometimes you like to say, why even bother? Well, it's because I feel like there actually isn't that much stiff competition. So then if Zebec enters, especially at a time like right now, and has this kind of presence, I'm not saying it directly entered right now, but I'm just saying, even if its presence currently, I don't think it's such a bad thing because it's a time where there isn't that much stiff competition. And also on top of that, sometimes people don't necessarily just want to prefer the top two projects. For instance, if I take a look at within this space as of right now, I cannot name more than 10 compelling options currently. I'm not talking about the whole space overall. I'm just talking about the space of, that global trade and finance niche. If I take a look at Stellar, of course, it's number 2. I take a look at XDC, it's number 3. Number 4, it's kind of like a toss-up between ZBCN or XCN, or should I say Onyx, so that's like 4 and 5, right? But then 6 and 7 is like a toss-up between Swiftcoin and as well as XPR. So we think about that, I don't think that's like too much in the grand scheme of things. Again, that's arguable.
Okay, I thought he was talking about the new partnership with privacy, but I think he's talking about something else. So I don't want to hold you guys too long. Thanks for joining, and thanks for all the updates. Thanks for the super chats, all this news, and not been bought by Coinbase or Robinhood. What's going on? Mambo Land, I think you are on to something. I think these guys are buying it. They just haven't listed it yet, right? I think there is something behind the scenes going on where they haven't hit that switch. I think they are going to all together on the same time. I think they're waiting for the integrations to be complete, and then probably in 2026. I think it's a little late for 2025, right? I don't think they're going to do it now. Dang it. I'm tripping. But I think they will at the end, maybe mid 2026. I think these guys are just waiting for the right moment to pump that token. But as always, let's get back to the money, guys, and stay dangerous. It's your main man BTM signing out. Peace and hair grease. Miners out. See you guys tomorrow.